everyone, Toni here. So good to be here to have a class with you at your home. And I'm in my home and I have a chair and a towel. You don't have to have a chair, maybe a wall instead. Chair's nice, we'll use it, optional, but as I showed you last class that I taught, the chair can be helpful. So if it was helpful to you, then get one. And the towel is nice to place under the head as we come to our back. So during this time of being, I know, quarantined at home, it's difficult to maybe get your yoga practice back, but I hope that these opportunities with the club offering you these classes, you're able to. So I'm happy to be with you here in your home. So come onto your back, head on your towel, knees bent, and we'll get started. All right, so as you position yourself on your back and start with actually your thighs coming into your chest. So take one at a time and place them into your chest. So make sure that your knees are slightly apart and you just rest your hands right below the knees. Relax your feet and shoulders, feeling the back releasing into the floor, and just take a moment to relax those muscles. You might feel a gentle stretch, and by all means slowly begin to rock side to side, whatever feels good to you, just to create sensation. And as you rock, you might feel that massage across the low back, sacrum area. This should feel good. Don't rush it, enjoy it. Moving slowly with awareness. Just begin to bring that awareness into the breath as you slowly draw the breath in through the nostrils and out. Now coming to the center of your spine, knees again slightly apart, slowly move your feet. So getting into the ankle joint, nice, slow, big circles, reverse. Take a nice, gentle but full breath in, and a longer breath out. And you can exhale through the nose. You can also exhale through the mouth, maybe a little open mouth like you're blowing out candles is nice. Now relax your feet and begin to separate the knees just a little wider if you'd like. You can hold on to the thighs, or you can bring your arms inside the legs, resting if it's comfortable, as you continue to relax your arms and shoulders so the weight of the arms begin to open the hips and thighs. So if you've been sitting a lot lately, maybe hips could be places we certainly hold stress and tension, and just notice how this feels as we begin to open up a little bit wider. And if it's comfortable for you to bring your soles of the feet together, hold on to them, or your ankles, bring your feet towards you, exhale your thighs away from you. Just some gentle stretches here. Make sure they are gentle. Deepen your breath. Take another breath in, using the power of your exhalations to help you relax the muscles that you're stretching. One more breath here. And now bringing your knees back in, your feet to your mat, and resting your hands on the belly, one above, the other below the navel. And as the arms relax, you feel the weight of the hands resting, creating a sensation of softness beneath your hands. Just relax the belly, relax your back muscles. So noticing the natural curve of your spine, the low back. Begin to breathe a little fuller, as if you're breathing into your hands. You're sending the breath to the bottom of the lungs. So as you do so, you might begin to feel the belly begin to rise as you activate your diaphragm. Pay attention to your exhalations. You completely release into the exhale. Pause for a brief second and then deepen and breathe down to the bottom of the lungs. Note the rhythm of your breath. Once again, sensation from where your breath enters, right at the edges of the nostrils. Follow the sensation. movement beneath your hands. Maybe you feel even the movement of the ribs out against your clothes. Sharing these words with you. The goal of yoga. We might feel our goal is to become stronger and more flexible. And though you will gain both of those, you will know that that is truly a goal, but it's not the goal that we're looking for here today. The goal of yoga is to create, quote, space where you were once maybe stuck, tight, where stress is held, to reveal the layers of protection that you've built around your heart, to appreciate your body and its limitations, to become aware of the mind and the noise that it creates, to make peace with who you are, and to love yourself. The practice of yoga is to feel, not to accomplish. So by shifting your focus, your heart will grow. Your practice today, doing the best that you can to come to your mat with those goals in mind. So as you finish your exhalation, once again, just bringing that full breath in as you release your arms by your side. And palms are down. As you exhale, draw your shoulders firmer into your mat along with your arms and palms. And on your next exhalation, you're going to bring your lower back into your mat. At the same time, do the best you can to draw your navel to the spine. Hold for a couple breaths. You feel that energy downward into your mat, feet, arms, mid, low back. Take another breath. Finish your exhale. Inhale, relax. Once again, exhale, hug. So once again, connecting. So as you feel the low back pressing, along with your shoulders, arms, and palms and feet, firm your feet and slowly, from your tailbone, you start to lift just an inch off the floor. So you're going to feel the sacrum right above the tailbone come up. Firm the lower back and hold. Firm your feet. So it's a small lift. Breathe. And wake up the hamstrings here little by little. Take another breath. Finish your exhale, hug. Inhale, release, soften. Create that little baby arch if it's comfortable as the back comes further away from the floor. Once again, exhale, hug the navel to the spine. Low back presses along with your shoulders, arms, and feet. Inhale, start to lift the tailbone, the sacrum, and pause. So it's not a high lift, but we're going to lift a little higher now. So firm the feet and come up just a little bit higher. Pause, firm the feet. Inhale, lift a little bit higher if it's comfortable. So small increments lifting. Come up to a comfortable, gentle bridge pose. It's not a time to come up to a bridge pose that we might take at the end of class. We're awakening our spine. Take a full breath. Finish your exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Roll through the spine slowly, noticing connection of your spine all the way down until you release. And then slowly inhale, release your low back. Exhale, hug the navel to the spine. Firm the feet. Inhale, lift the tailbone, thighs, hips lift. Hold here for an exhale. Take another full inhale, firm the feet, lift, and exhale, roll back down. One more time. Inhale, relax your back, little arch. Exhale, hug, firm the feet. Inhale, lift. Once you're up, hold. Firm again the arms and shoulders, and walk your feet just a little closer together. Heel toe them in, so they're close. Now this is one option. Bring your weight over to your right foot and lift slowly your left foot off the floor. Now, if this is challenging, and it can be, you're going to roll back down and lower the hips a little more, or come all the way down on your back and lift your foot up, keeping your foot as close to the floor as you can. Doesn't have to be high. The lower will make it even more challenging. So either hips up or hips down. With your core strength, it helps with the stability of your hips from rocking, along with your arms. They stay rooting down along, particularly your right foot. As your right foot presses, bring more weight into the heel, firm the heel, and slowly see if you can lift an inch higher on your exhale, and then lower an inch or two on your inhale. Firm, exhale, lift hips, inhale, lower. Now this is optional. If you're on your back, you'll just stay there, keeping your foot elevated. Please come out at any time if you need to. That's important, as you know. Just a few more. And as the weight comes back in the heel and you firm the heel and draw the heel back, if that's available, then you'll truly start to activate those muscles in the back of the thigh and glute. One more. You'll lift and hold. Now this is optional. Stay here. You can come onto your back. Release your foot, or you can now, everyone, straighten the leg, whether you're on your back, leg somewhat parallel to the floor, firm the heel outward. We've been here a while. Try to keep your hips level. One more breath. Finish your exhale and slowly inhale, roll back down and release the leg completely on the floor. Nice. Lower back into the floor as you bring your right thigh into your chest. And release your lower back into the floor for the nice stretch. Nice. As you hold here, just move your right thigh out and in with the help of your hand. And out and in. So you can use just your right hand as the left arm comes to the side. And with or without your hand, keeping a soft flex in your right foot. The next time you take your leg out, you'll take the knee away from you and then bring it back in across the body as you make circles in the hip joint. And again, you can release the hand and keep the knee bent as you just bring your arms by your side. Can help with stability as you slowly move into your hip joint. Nice, slow, big circles. The more you move, maybe the bigger the circles, right? Once you come back into the chest, reverse, bring the knee across, away, outward, inward. A couple more times around. And holding the thigh back into the chest. And bringing your foot to the mat, you're going to take your right foot and firm it into the mat to help you slide your left leg over to the left. And then release it. You're going to straighten your right leg and see if you can bring it where the left leg is. So we're going to open up that right hip a little bit and stretch it. If it's too much, bring your legs in a little bit together, or you can walk your legs out a little bit more to the left. Now, you've got this, starting this, what we refer to as the banana shape here. Now the torso, if it's available, you move in over to the left a little bit. Right arm comes up, elbow stays bent. Keep the shoulder on the mat as you bring your arm comfortably by the side of the head. You can take your left hand and hold onto the right wrist, and you can use your towel and move it for support, and then turn your head inward towards the arm and relax your arms against the floor. Now, if this isn't comfortable, separate your arms so that they're out and releasing into the floor, whether they're out to the side, somewhat overhead, elbows bent, or the right arm can come closer to create that opening on your right side. Pay attention to your low back. Careful you're not overarching. Mid back presses into the floor. Firm your feet. A little soft flex. If you need more sensation, more stretch, lift up your right leg and cross ankle. Right ankle over left ankle. That will increase the sensation stretch on that outer right hip. Now close your eyes a moment. Relax here the best you can for 3 focused breaths. Breathe a little deeper, particularly into, obviously, the opening we're creating, the spaces between the ribs, and the space you're creating from the lowest rib and the top of the pelvis. One more breath. Nice. Exhale completely. Release. Uncross the leg. Bend the knee. Bring your feet back in. Head center. We'll prepare for the other side. So as your arms are by your side body, you might even feel the fingertips touch the heel, so that's a good distance from your hips as your feet come a little closer. Take a full breath. Exhale, hug the navel to the spine, your low back into your mat. Firm your feet and arms, shoulders down, and slowly just the tailbone comes up and pause. Now this might be right where you want to stay, or you relax the hips down. If it's available, lift a little bit higher. Come up to a comfortable height for you. Remember where we're going with this. Shift your weight over to the right foot. Slowly, left heel, left toe up. It doesn't come up very high. Now firm the weight back into your right heel. Feel the strength of your core, keeping your hips stable. Arms can come out a bit also to help. And when you're ready, exhale, lift the hips a little higher. Inhale, lower. Check. Left foot into the mat. Excuse me, you all. Yes, I had that side wrong. We don't need to do the other side or the same side. Let's change sides. Left. Thank you. I could hear you all telling me right then and there, no, that was the wrong side. So left foot, left heel press, right foot up off the mat. Amazing, yes. Oh, I can hear you all telling me. And exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's take 3 more, slowly. Again, if this is too much, just come on to the back and just keep your foot hovering. All right, last one, lift and hold. Maintain the strength of your core as you straighten the leg. And as we straighten the leg, not only are we maintaining the strength in our core to keep our hips stable, we're certainly working the back of the thigh and glute, but we're working this deep muscle in that right hip flexor muscle, psoas. So focusing as you extend through the heel and hold. A couple more breaths. Know to come out if I stay too long. Finish your exhale and now slowly roll down and release the leg. Nice. Lower back into the floor. Left thigh into the chest. Release your back. Relax it. And we're feeling that stretch from the back of the thigh possibly. And with your help of your hands, you'll take the left thigh out and in. Just start that movement out, keeping that soft flex in your left foot. Maybe the right arm comes out now, and you're going to guide the next time you take your leg out. You can release your hand or keep it there to help guide the knee away from you, keeping the knee bent the whole time. We're only moving into that hip joint. So take your time. Notice how this feels. One more time around. Once your thigh comes back into the chest, reverse, knee in, away, out, and in. 2 more. And last one, as your thigh comes in, hands can come again across for the nice hug. Exhale, deep release. Release your foot. Now, right leg moves to the right. And then as you slide the left out, and then see if it can feel comfortably come close to your right. If it's not, then move your legs back in a little bit. And if you need more, you walk out. So find that place. And then upper body starts moving to the right. All right, just not a big movement, just a little movement. So I'm going to picture that crescent shape. All right, I'm moving my towel, support the head. Bring your left arm up, drop the shoulder. So the shoulder doesn't want to hike up to the ear. Shoulder down, and shoulder blade stays into your mat. So find the place for your arm so it's comfortable. You can, if it's available, right hand takes a hold of the left lift. Just to have both arms up, and as if you're truly helping the left arm to come up and over. Head turns inward, so turn into the left arm. If it's available, left ankle crosses over right. Gentle, soft flex, breathe deep, and feel the sensation as your lungs expand against the rib, and you feel the sensation of the muscles between each one Begin to soften as you exhale. Being able to create more opening with each inhale. One more breath. And then finish your exhale as you release and bring your feet back to the mat, lower back into your mat, knees into the chest, hug thighs in, rock side to side. Once again, that's right where we started. Start your rocking and massaging. And where we're going from here is onto the belly, so my suggestion is to rock over and then move yourself back into the center of your mat, straightening the legs, roll onto the belly. And you have your towel there if you'd like. Stack your hands, rest your forehead on your stacked hands, and take a moment to release here. Just feeling the support of the floor beneath you. Move a little bit. You might pick up one leg at a time and lengthen. You're trying to touch the toes to the wall, and then press down through the tops of the feet. As you press down through the tops of the feet, forehead rest on your stacked hands. Firm your hands down, and you're going to lift your chest up slightly, looking straight down at your stacked hands. Now, as your tops of the feet press, you're going to start to lift your arms up off the floor. Keep your hands stacked for a moment. They might come up against the forehead. This is not a big lift, as you know. Say hello to the upper back muscles. Take another breath. Now you can separate into the cactus arms. A little different here. As you lift the arms, elbows up, you might be able to come up a little higher. So now you start to engage with some other muscles. Take another breath. Come out again if you need to, and then come back. Because where we're going to go from here is just the hands are going to come right where they are, straight down to the floor. Definitely outside your mat. Slide them back a little bit. You can, anywhere that feels comfortable to you. Elbows are up, maybe pointing somewhat to the ceiling. Eyes looking down. Shoulders away from the ears. Tops of the feet still pressing. Moving into our wide hand cobra. As we draw the hands back. Lengthening forward, curling upward, not too high at first. A nice breath in. Exhale, down. Smooth with the breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Couple more. So these gentle back bends, important poses, as you know. Next time, you'll stay up and hold. I'm going to have you lift your hands up, so I know you're going to lower a little bit, but just keep the tops of feet pressing, and as you start to lift up the hands and you lower, just see if you can just stay right there as you start working some other back muscles, and you bring your arms straight by your side. As you stay here, just palms are down, rotate your palms outward if you can, keeping your shoulders rolling back, hands interlaced behind the back, hug your upper arms in for the stretch, take another breath, and exhale, release, head turns, and arms come by your side, palms down, and relax here. All right. So we'll take one more time, and we'll take the hands again behind the back. So if that's comfortable, do so. If not, arms by your side. Interlace. Now use your upper arms to hug your shoulder blades in towards your spine. Inhale, lift up and hold. Now if it's available, keeping the tailbone moving downward, inhale, lift the legs. We've woken up these hamstrings earlier in bridge pose, so they're ready to work. Nothing should be felt in the low back. So our legs down if you do. You can also lift one at a time and then change. Release your interlace. Take another breath, lengthen, lift. Exhale, release, hands stack. And take a moment to completely relax. Heels off to the side, upper body. Nice work. So we're moving on from here to another back bending pose, remembering that cobra is always an option. All right. So let's take a traditional cobra, and this would be a pose that you can take it wide hand if it's more comfortable. Right now we'll take it close and move into Sphinx pose. So as upper arms stay close, palms either close to Fingertips, your shoulders, further back, yes, more challenging. So find that place for you as you firm the palms, pull them back isometrically, shoulders lift and roll back as you come up to a comfortable cobra for you. Doesn't have to be high. This is fine. This is fine. Find what feels best to your back. Tops of the feet press. Take another breath. Exhale, release. We'll take it one more time. Inhale, coming up. And as you come up, you're going to just hold for a breath, and then in a moment, you're going to slide one hand forward. So bring a little weight onto one and slide one hand forward, bringing the elbow under shoulder. And as you do so, you're going to lift the belly further up off the floor as you join the other elbow under the shoulder. So right now, the belly is lifted. So use your core strength to lift the belly up. You can press down through the tops of the feet and knees to help. Make sure those elbows are right under shoulders, palms are down. Shoulders are away from the ears, and as you firm your forearms down, feel the chest lift further up away from the floor, along with your lower ribs, and the shoulders come onto the back. You know how I'm always talking about the shoulders are up on the back versus you're sinking the chest down. So lift up. Again, neck is long. Belly lifted, your eyes are somewhat down. Take a full breath here. A long exhale, and as you inhale, I want you to relax the low back and start to release the belly towards the floor. Sphinx pose, top of the head up, shoulders away from the ears. You're creating nice space between your ears and your shoulders as the crown of the head lengthens up. Soften your eyes forward. And you're firming the arms down. Nice work on upper body, right? Upper body strength. In a moment, we're going to go into modified forearm plank or full plank if that's available, as you know. Stay here. This is an option, right? The other option, everyone, is exhale. Feel the strength of your core. Navel up, knees down, thighs lift. Again, you haven't changed anything about your torso, upper body. You're still pressing the forearms down, lifting the front body, chest, low ribs, navel up. Toes can curl under, and this is where you might stay. See, nice straight spine, modified forearm plank. Stay here. Only if it's available do the knees come up and the heels press firmly back. Nothing changes. Stay here to the knees or come out. Stay for a couple more breaths. Keep the awareness of the strength, the awareness of your breath. One more. Nice, everyone. Exhale to the knees, uncurl the toes, and slowly roll back down. Stack your hands and completely relax. Nice. And when you're ready, we'll come right back where we were a moment ago, rolling onto your back and thighs into the chest. As you do so, releasing any tension, knees apart, and rock. And when you're ready, again, take your time. You'll roll to one side and slowly come upward to all fours. Into tabletop. So whether wrist or forearms, elbows under shoulders, bring your knees underneath your hips. So again, elbows where we were a moment ago, or wrist. Let's move the spine. This is a nice movement, particularly after our back bends. Shoulders away from the ears. Feel the lengthening of the spine. Inhale, exhale from your pelvis. Tailbone begins the movement. Navel upward, arching up. Release your head. Pause here for a breath cycle. On the next inhale, reverse, tailbone back and up. Move along your spine. Slight lift of the head. Exhale again, moving from your pelvis. Each movement is initiated there. Take your time. Let's take a couple more. This should feel good. We're going to end on the exhalation. Take another breath here into your back. You just said hello to. And inhale back into tabletop. As you prepare to stand up, Using the chair if you need to. Bring one foot forward, back toe under, straight spine, hand on thigh, and come on up. Nice. Nice work, everyone. Mountain pose. Check your feet right under the hips. Now, if you feel like you need a chair at any time, of course, you're going to bring that in. You got the wall maybe, but safety always is important. So bring those needs in if you certainly need the chair. So mountain pose is you bring your feet comfortably apart for you. Soften the knees a little bit so you feel the weight into the feet as you lift the toes back into the heels, the weight goes. Relax your toes. Firm now downward as the legs straighten. Roll the shoulders up to the ears and back as your arms, shoulders come down. Lengthen fingertips to the floor. Open your palms. Take a breath or two. And on the inhale, arms come up. Exhale. 2 more. Holding overhead. Again, pay attention to the shoulders. They're away from the ears. Once again, firm the feet. Lengthening up. Slight lift the eyes if that's comfortable. Or forward for balance. Couple more breaths. Last one. Exhale, palms together. Chair pose as you bring your arms down. Palms together at your heart. Check in on the shoulders back and down. Once again, sinking deeper into your chair, but staying lifted through the front. Sense this tone in the lower belly, which slight drop of the tailbone. Arms are going to come out for just a moment in a cactus. So we're drawing the elbows back. We feel those upper back muscles working, right? Watch the head, shoulders, 3 focused breaths. So upper back muscles work here. Pay attention to the work in your thighs. Sink a little deeper if you can. Nice work. Last breath. Finish your exhale. Inhale, coming out, stretch up. Exhale with a little bend in the knee. You're going to come over to a half forward bend. So as you start with bent knees, use your hands against the thighs, create length. Watch the shoulders don't round. They're right where they were when you're standing. And then begin to straighten the legs. If this is too much stretch, come up a little bit or widen your feet. Wherever you are, say hello to those hamstrings that we certainly worked on strengthening here a while ago. So we'll take a couple breaths here. Lengthen your exhalations, fuller inhalations. Nice. One more breath. Now bend your knees, straight spine, come up, arms with you, stretch up. And exhale, release. Now, if you've got a chair, I'm going to offer it to you to bring. Otherwise, you might, as we go into a deeper forward bend in a moment, that modified downward dog, your choice, you can take the full one. That's up to you. But pay attention to certainly how it feels to your wrist and certainly the alignment that we're looking for in this pose, which is straight spine. We're focusing on stretching the hamstrings. Great stretch for shoulders too, as you know. Let's come back to where we were. I'm going to face the chair in a moment, but I'll face you and then face the chair. But you can stay facing the chair. As we prepare, mountain pose, shoulders back and down, palms open. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, palms together. And we're going right back into chair as we build strength in these important muscles, the quadriceps, these thigh muscles. So what we're going to do is bring our hands behind the back this time. Mindful first, exhale, draw the navel in, and again, just feel that sensation of the tailbone gently lengthening down. Maintain that as you hug your shoulder blades in, all right? So hug the shoulder blades in, really feel those upper arms drawing in. Feel those upper backs, muscles continue to work. Now lift the arms away from the back if you can. And then keeping your arms right where they are, release for the extension. Nice, sink a little deeper if you can. Be careful this doesn't happen. Stay lifted. Couple more breaths. Nice. And take this last breath and see if you can Exhale, sink a little deeper. Then as you straighten, your arms coming right by your side and stretch up. Exhale, arms out. Small bend of the knees. You come back into that extended spine. Firm your palms as you lengthen and then begin to straighten. So this is one place you can stay. You can bring your hands to the chair, right? And as you either press down or hold on to the side and see if you can step back one step. And then with your hands pressing, draw your chest back and downward. You can widen the feet. You can start with a bent knee. So if you bend the knees, you can create a little more length through the sides, sending those sit bones back and up as you start to straighten the legs. Exhale your chest downward. Again, if this is not comfortable to your shoulders, you have so many options. Stay close to the chair, bring your hands to the chair, and you can just extend out, but not with that length you had, or stay with bent knees, or stay with bent elbows. But keep the spine nice and long. If it's available to go deeper, you certainly may. And if it's available to go further, find what feels best to you, to your hamstrings, widening the feet, bring them closer if you're feeling less sensation. So whatever feels good to you. This modified down dog, forward bend. Let's take 3 more breaths. Last one. Now bending the knees. Use your chair if you need to, your hands on your thighs, or straight spine. Come up with your arms. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Roll your shoulders. Nice work, everyone. Nice. And coming into the center of your mat, let's prepare for some standing poses. Nice and wide. So my guess is you don't have a mat today because we're not at the club, but if you have your own mat, then you're got the certainly advantage of your feet pressing into your sticky mat. Now, if you're on carpet and you feel like you're slipping, you will certainly bring your feet in. Or be mindful that maybe socks need to be taken off if you have socks on. So I don't want your feet to feel like they're slipping, but I want you to be able to feel your feet the best you can. So we're just doing just that, right? And so without a mat, it might be more challenging, but see what works best for you. Right toe out. Lift your left heel up and move it away from you slightly as we prepare for Virabhadra or Warrior 2. Inhale the arms up, drop your shoulders, take a full breath in, and exhale, bend your right knee. So turn and look at the knee, make sure it's right over the ankle. If you find this is not comfortable, then just walk your back foot in a little bit. Or you can walk your foot wider if you can go further into the pose. So find what works best for you. Let's open our palms. Now, if you find that balance is an issue here, then pay attention to not moving or moving slower. We're going to straighten the right leg and bring our arms up. This will be the inhale. And we'll lower on the exhale. We're going to move nice and slow. Extending with the breath. Inhale. Firm the right foot. Exhale, firm the outer edge of your left foot. Slowly inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale slowly, 1. Pay attention to the legs. Press down as you come up. And then exhale, hold here. Drop the shoulders, palms are down. Turn and look down your right arm for one more breath. Now listen, exhale. You're going to just release the left and bring your hand to the hip, open the right, and as you straighten your right leg, lift your right fingertips up to the ceiling. Drop the shoulder, lengthen before you come over for your reverse side stretch. Watch the head, don't let it drop, chin stays down. If you feel like you've got strength in your core to release the left fingertips down without compromising anything in the back, that's an option. Support is always good, right? So elbow can bend. Maybe this feels more comfortable to you. We're going to hold here. We're just slowly going to bend the right knee right where it was, keeping the knee going towards the pinky toe side of the foot because you can't see it. Take another breath. We're going to go into extended right angle. Finish your exhale. Inhale, windmill the arms as you bring The left up, the right comes to the thigh, and the left comes over by the side of the head. So pause, drop the shoulders, check that knee. You can have the hand, not changing the spine. Yes, the forearm, but careful you're not rounding any part of the back. So if the forearm can come, then you certainly can bring it to that place. Otherwise, palm from the outer edge of your left foot, lengthen up to the fingers. You can turn the head again slightly, chin down, eyes up, shoulders stay stacked over the right, in several breaths here. Nice. Keep the breath flowing smoothly. Take one more. Finish your exhale, coming out, stretch up. Exhale, release, bring your toe in, and we're going to change sides. So bring your right toe in, left toe out. So as you square your shoulders, inhale the arms up, drop them, open your palms, take a breath, lengthening, exhale, bend your knee. Check in once again, right over the ankle. This is too wide, you walk that back foot in. Firm your feet. Inhale, right and left foot presses, arms up. Exhale, firm the outer edge of your right. Two more, inhale. Exhale, nice. Inhale, last one. Exhale, just tracking that knee right over the ankle, check. Turn your palms down, eyes look down your left arm. These last two breaths. Warrior two. Take one more. Finish your exhale. Release just your right onto the hip. Open the left. Straighten the leg as you bring your arm up. Drop the shoulder. Lengthen up and over. Again, watch the head. Strengthen your core, particularly if you're going to release those right fingertips down, right? So pay attention how this feels. Modify, listen to those options. Start to bend as you exhale, back to that left knee bending. Reverse warrior, one more breath. Get ready, finish your exhale. Inhale, release, right up. Exhale, left on thigh, come over. Check on the shoulders. Rotate so that your shoulders are stacked. Forearm if it's available, or hand. And just pause here with the breath. Couple more. I know our legs are working hard. Y'all are doing great. Remember, arm does not have to be straight. Find what feels best to you, then that is your straight arm for you today, right? Maybe it'll never be straight. Last breath. Firm the feet. Inhale, come up. Nice, everyone. Bring your toe in so that the outer edges of your feet are parallel to the edge of your mat. And I know you don't have a mat, or some of you don't. You should not feel like you're slipping. Walk your feet in if you need to. Hands on the top of the pelvis or straddle, forward bend. Firm the feet. Inhale, lengthen up. Shoulders back. Elbows can go back slightly. Remember, we're bending from the hips. Maybe you need to bend the knee a little bit just to create that movement in the pelvis, and then straighten as your hands come right to the very top of the thighs for support. So once again, lengthening before you go further into this straddle half forward bend. Your hands can work down the thighs if it's available without rounding any part of your back. Just be here. Inner thighs moving inward. Strong legs. Just a couple more breaths. And slowly, hands again, pressing against the thighs to help you up. But feel the strength of your back and core lifting you. Shoulders back. Walk, heel, toe the feet until you can finally bring your feet under the hips. And take a nice shoulder roll. Nice work, everyone. Nice work. And from here, we're going to come to the floor. You're going to be, if you want to use your chair to bring your legs up onto the chair for the final pose in a few moments, then get close to your chair. You can go and face the wall and get close to the wall, but we're going to be on our back with our knees bent. feet on the floor to start with. So you don't want to get so close, but close enough that maybe from there, after our final pose, you bring your legs up or on your chair. So I'm going to have the chair here just so I'm sideways, and then I'm close to the chair so I can show you. So as you come onto your back with your support underneath your head, and pause here. Once you're on the back, then bring your thighs back into the chest, separating the knees, and release your back and rock. And then coming to the center of the spine, you're going to bring your feet back to the mat, but they're going to be wide. Wide as your mat. Wide as your mat. Scoot back if you need to, if you're too close to the chair wall. And you're just going to start to take both legs to one side, not all the way over, and then over to the other. So you feel that rocking motion again across the low back, hip area, sacrum, just side to side. Should feel good, like a little massage. Next time your legs come all the way over to your right, you're going to keep them there. The feet stay wide. You're on the outer edge of your right, the inner edge of your left, and you're going to press the inner edge of your left foot firmer into your mat. And see if you can lift that left hip up a little higher off the floor. But the left shoulder stays on the floor. Open your left palm. Keep the shoulder pressing if you can. You can bend the elbow and lift the arm up a little bit higher. And as the left hip stays up, the left shoulder stays down and into the mat. So now you've created a twist in the mid-back area. And just pause there. What I like to do is just turn my head inward or towards my left. If you need more sensation as you lengthen your thigh and knee away from your hip, you can add your right foot on top of your left thigh near the knee, but not on the knee, and that will lower the knee towards the floor, but keep your hip lifted. Nothing should be felt in the knee. Nice sensation in the top of the thigh, opening the hip, and just be here with the breath. Close your eyes. Lengthen your exhalations. Relax into this pose. Breathe into the back, softening those muscles we certainly strengthen and lengthen here today. Last breath. Release the foot if it's there. Bring the knees up. Left arm down. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, both legs now over to the left. Inner edge of your right foot presses, the right hip comes up. Right shoulder stays down. Again, you might not be able to bring that arm up very high, but keep it resting on the floor, and the right shoulder is down and in as you turn the head to the right. Eyes closed. Just keep the hip lifted and the thigh lengthening away from the hip, and if you'd like, add the left foot on top of your right thigh. Should be comfortable. If not, that is so optional. Again, with eyes softly closed, you can just sink a little deeper into this opportunity to relax. We have not had maybe much opportunity to focus on the benefits of your relaxation pose, and we don't want to rush it. So this is the beginning here, just preparing you for your final pose. Slowing your practice down. One more breath. Nice. Release your foot, knees up, and just right from here, you're going to go with your legs up the wall, or scoot towards the chair, scoot towards the wall, and bring your legs up onto your chair. Up the wall, whatever is comfortable for you. You want the legs to be elevated is nice. You want the arms to be out from the torso, or you can bring the hands back on the belly for a moment just to feel the breath moving beneath the hands. Oftentimes we refer to that movement as the wave of the breath. And take a moment just to connect to the movement, the rhythm, and then find your way, riding the wave of your breath. with your extended exhalations, helping you to relax those muscles that you strengthened and lengthened here today. So whether the legs are against the wall or up on the chair, completely release them, feeling the support. The floor beneath your back, the muscles responding. Facial muscles, no tension. And as you take a swallow, notice those areas that you use as you relax now: the throat, tongue, cheeks, and jaw. Just a light touch of your lips. Eyes softly close, even your eyelids respond. Softness across your brow. Even allow your mind to be cradled by the movement of your breath. Accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. A few more moments here. You find yourself drifting away, just return to the sensations of your breath. So you certainly can stay longer. You can stay right where you are, but if you're ready to come out, just take your time moving fingers and toes. Eventually your thighs come back into your chest. There's no hurry here. But when you are ready, just again rock, come over to your right side where you'll take a couple breaths before coming up to sitting. Maintain the awareness of how you feel. Sense of relaxation, I hope, and I hope some peace. And as you sit tall and allow your hands to be opened on your thighs, maintain your eyes closed for this last few moments as we take another breath in and a longer breath out. The next breath in, hands lift. Exhale them together in front of your heart as you bring your awareness downward and inward. Namaste. I look forward to seeing you all again real soon. I miss you.